And I am live. I would say good morning, but it's probably more like good evening now. It's nearly good afternoon at least. Good morning, Lisa J. You're the only one showing up in my chat at the moment, but hopefully it won't be just you and I. Although if it is, we'll have a lovely little natter, just the two of us. Oh, Buddy's decided to investigate the mug tree. That's never a good idea, is it? It is still just about morning. It is Sunday, the 24th of November, 2019. I went to the car boot sale, and here I am with a small haul, a long fringe, a long annoying fringe. Good morning, Andrea and Claire Riley, Claire Count 1, and my favourite Auntie Sue, whose birthday it is. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, Auntie Sue. Happy birthday to you. Auntie Sue is 21 today, plus VAT, plus something else. Happy birthday, Sue. I hope you're having a lovely day. There's lots of other people coming while I was singing. So good morning, Laurel and Crispy and Linda, Martina and Karin. Good morning, Andrea and Bumblebee. Oh, good morning, Janet Plant and Shazad. Good morning, Anna's Cottage. Good morning, Claire James, Claire Cactus. Good morning, Fandria. And good morning. Oh, Lord. Good bit shot off. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Mike Dando from Mike's Graphics. Good morning, Antoinette Daly, Zoe Patrick. Good morning, Joan Morris, and good morning, R. Kelly. R. Kelly. Good morning, Jojo and Kimberly, Catherine Reseller Graham. Good morning, Peter Ray. Jolly good morning to everyone. How the devil are you all? Are you all well? Are you all behaving? Good morning, Kirsten. I think I've got you all. If I didn't get you, I do apologise. Good morning, everybody. It's lovely to see you all. I did go to the car boots. I was supposed to be meeting young Josh there, but there was no sign of young Josh. So I don't know if young Josh couldn't get his ass out of bed this morning, perhaps. But no sign of him. I did try phoning him and got no response either. Good morning, Lucy T. Good morning, Lex. I don't think I've missed anyone. Are you all well? Are you all ticking along? Tickety-boo, lickety-split, or whatever it is. My fringe really does need a trim. Don't tell Ian. I expect he'll be in a bit to comment. Eyebrows are looking all right, though, aren't they? Look. Massive forehead. This is why I have a fringe. Okay. Good morning, Lainey. Karen said I've been sat in bed waiting for you. Thanks for the offer, love, but you're a long way away for starters. Good morning, Tylen Heron. Karen, I will not have you using me as an excuse not to get out of bed in the mornings. I will not have it. Absolutely not. Lex says he was out for his brother's birthday, maybe. Oh, look at Josh. Yes, he was out for his family meal. I forgot, yeah. And probably went on the pull afterwards, knowing Josh. Dirtbag. Good morning, Bronwyn from Australia. I look very pale, don't I? I don't feel particularly pale. I think it's just where the light's coming from the window. I look a bit washed out. Perhaps I should get myself an orange tan. Get myself Trump tan before I come on in the mornings. Good morning, Miss Cambridge. I think I've said hello to everybody, but if I haven't, good morning to you. It's lovely to see you all. There are 43 of you watching. If you want to pop in, if you're watching, you don't normally pop in the chat, do pop in to say hello. They're all quite harmless, relatively harmless at least. Would you like to see what I buyed at the car boot sale? Karen says I had a great sale, thought I deserved a lie-in. Well, that's not how you get the next great sale, Karen. Come on, chop. Don't let me get Lex onto you. Good morning, Mel. Mel says, what time do you call this? I went to the car boot slightly later because I had to do the morning dog walk, so we didn't go to the car boot until 9. We left the car boot around about 10 and went for breakfast, and then I came home and had to redress Anthony's thumb before I could come live. Anthony was chopping wood the other day and got his thumb involved in the process, so I had to put a new dressing on his thumb before I could come upstairs and do my live stream. So I'm sorry I'm late. Fandria says she's still in pyjamas. She's on the sofa though. So nice to see you all. To see you. Nice to see you. Nice. Good morning, Jane Everton. Oh, Chris says, get a spray booth for Hitch and we can tan everyone. We can all come out and they're looking like we've been tangoed. Fantastic. Lex says, no biscuits for Karin. Somebody said something and I missed it. Oh, Sue says, how's Ant's thumb? Not pretty, but it's not fallen off. So, my nursing skills are excellent. His thumb hasn't fallen off. I feel like I've done what was required. Lainey said something. Lainey says, I'm also in bed, but it's pretty usual for me. Not my job requirements, by the way. And Sam Polly also says, what time do you call this? I've just explained myself once. You should have been listening. If you're later than I am, then you don't get to tell me off for being late. Ah, ha, ha. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Peter's had a nice sale of a Monopoly, apparently. Claire Plant's in. Good morning, Claire. Claire count 3. Where's my camera? 3. Good morning, Tizzy Lizzie. Mel says, Anthony dresses up his thumb, what as? As a mummy. It's dressed as a mummy. Got a little frock, all sorts. Pushchair. It's gone a bit silly. Good morning, Helen. Oh, Mike says, thank you for my box of goodies I had mixed midweek. So thank you to anyone who contributed towards Mike's box of... Look at that beard, Mike. Have you still got all that beardness now? Thank you to anyone who contributed towards Mike's box of goodies, which I posted off to him, and apparently made all the nurses jealous. Sam says, I've been waiting since 10 a.m. for you. Get up to make a brew, and there you are. I snuck in when you weren't looking. Carmen says she's been listening whilst in bed, but, pick, so it didn't happen. And Peter Ray made £29.20 on a Monopoly Empire board game. Nice sale, Peter. Well done. That sounded really patronising. I didn't mean to sound patronising. Nice sale, Peter. Didn't mean to. Well done. I didn't mean to sound like that. Kirsten's been wrapping Christmas presents. You can do mine if you want, love. And happy birthday for Friday, Joan. Sorry we missed your birthday, but happy birthday. I hope you had a lovely day. I went to the car boot sale and I bought. Sounds like that game. I went shopping and I bought an apple, a pear. I bought a number 5. Where's the flipping camera? A number 5 lemony snicket. I've now got a list on my phone of which snickets I need to stop me rebuying ones that I don't need, because I've got an awful lot of snicket stock waiting to complete bundles. It's got a cup of tea mark on the front where somebody's rested their cup on it, but that's fine. That's come straight off with a wet wipe. So always buy wet wipes, always. So that was 50p. Oh, Claire says she got rid of a Harley Davidson Monopoly for 45 quid. Nice. Thailand Heaven says, I'm mesmerised by your mug tree. You should hear it jangle when the dogs bump into it. It's terrifying. Lainey says she has been out already and freaked out crossing the main bridge into the city centre. It'll get easier. Somebody at the door now. I'm not answering. Mel says, I've got a stunning collection of Snicket duplicates. We should get together, Mel, and arrange a swap. Oh, I think it's Amazon. It's Amazon delivery, and Molly has to be shut in because she runs after them and bites the back of their legs. It's hugely embarrassing and horrifying. So, yeah. Still open? Oh, it's been opened? How odd. Oh, Lex says, hello, Aunt. Good morning, the monocle. Lex says,
hello, people.
Thank you.
Bye, people.
It's not been very well sealed at Amazon, though, has it? It's a Christmas present. Luckily, it's in perfect nick. Thank you, darling. Okay, I've lost control of the chat. You've all got away from me. Let me see if I can just pull it back a bit. Kelly says, no carb out. I had a cooked breakfast. I can feel myself slowly slip into a food coma while playing the hash browns. You're only supposed to have one hash brown, not multiples. Mrs. Carroll's in. Good morning, Mrs. Carroll. Chris says, I need 1 and 13 lemony snickets to complete a set. Got lots of others between 1 and 13. I don't know which ones I need. So I've got a list on my phone. Chris, are you going to Hitchin? Because if so, we might manage a swap. I need 3 copies of number 1. I need 1 copy of number 3, 2 of number 5, 1 of number 6, 1 of number 8, 2 of number 9, and 3 of number 12. So I probably have got, I might have a spare 13 that I can do you. I haven't got a, I might have probably have a spare 1 as well. Maybe we should all just take all our spares in the boot of our cars. Or maybe we should set up a little, if somebody sets up a little Facebook snicket swap chat, we could make arrangements beforehand, couldn't we? Okay. Thailand Heron says, I saw the thumb mummy. You see his thumb as he came in. And Mel says, also in the spirit of pointless sharing, I'm wearing a new pair of socks today. I like new socks. Congratulations on your new socks, Mel. Yeah, Chris says he'll bring his spare lemony snickets to Hitchin. Shazad says you should arrange a swap for all of your incomplete items at the meetup. You can then claim the meetup as a business expense. Shazad, you're a genius. You are a genius. Although if I film it for YouTube, I can claim it as a business expense as well. So, you know. Okay, Mel, I will contact you later, definitely. I think Lex is offering to swap body parts, I think. And Laney's taking the knees. No, I want knees. If the spare knees go, and I want them. Claire says, how's the new tat? The new tat office or the new tat? The new tat's still growing. Okay, let's show you some of the new tat, shall we? Yeah, Andrea says a Facebook group for swapping duplicate books would be great. Snicket, Pocket, Potter, etc. I'll go and set up a Facebook group this afternoon, and you can share the link and whatever, and yeah, so we'll sort that out. We'll do that thing. We will do that very thing. Okay, so I showed you my Snicket. That's how we got into this conversation. Good morning, DVG. I also picked up this. Where's my camera? That camera does not point where I want it to point. I want it to point over there. No, I don't. I want it to point over there. Bloody hell. Okay. I want it to point at me somewhat as well. I give up. I got this. There he is. He is a Romero. You know, I'm going to get this sense. If you go to H. Samuels, you can buy Disney collectibles. And they are these bright colours, but they're China ornaments. And here's a plush version of one of those. I paid £3. He's a bit grubby because the lady had dropped him on the floor when she got my car. So he needs a bit of going over with a wet wipe. But I'm hoping to get 16 to 20, maybe up as far as 25 for him. There's some got varying prices, so we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, he was quite a nice find today. Lainey says, as well as spare knees, she will have a less hairy chin if there's one going. Lex says, I gave Nick all my HPs, couldn't be arsed. Yeah, I sold Nick all mine ages ago. Shazad said body parts are not regarded as a business expense with HMRC. Thanks, Shazad. Karen says, is that Mickey on acid? Andrea says he's cool. I knew you'd like him, Andrea. These are for Lex. Well, they're not for Lex, but Lex will enjoy that I've got these. Hi, Margaret Stewart. Look, Lex, look what I got. Do you know what that is? Lex will tell you in the chat what that is. If she's listening. She's not listening, she won't. Lots of you know what they actually are anyway. I'm not suggesting that the people in the chat don't know what that is. But Lex knows why I'm joking about it. So they are folio books, folio editions of classic hardback books. And I've got the Plums of P.G. Wodehouse, the Cream of Noel Coward, and the Wit of Oscar Wilde, which are a nice 3-book set, all in the same bindings. And then separately, I've got Hilaire Belloc, Cautionary Tales. This is one of my favourite books from childhood. I actually own this folio edition myself. Karen says, I'm going to say books. And Lex says, I didn't see. It's a pile of folio books, Lex. I was expecting you to tell me they were decor. I paid 50p each for these, which is a stunning bargain. But yeah, the Hilaire Belloc, Cautionary Tales is one of my favourite from childhood. I'll see if I can find my favourite poem. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't think I can find it. They are wonderful. If you've never read Hilaire Belloc's Cautionary Tales, then track it down, even if you can only find it in paperback, even if you can't find it in a beautiful folio version like this. Track it down and have a read. I cannot find the one I wanted. Cannot find it. How annoying. I'll read you Matilda if I can find Matilda instead. There she is. See you later. Good day. Matilda, who told lies and was burned to death. Matilda told such dreadful lies, it made one gasp and stretch one's eyes. Her aunt, who from her earliest youth had kept a strict regard for truth, attempted to believe Matilda. The effort very nearly killed her, and would have done so had not she discovered this infirmity. For once, towards the close of day, Matilda, growing tired of play, and finding she was left alone, went tiptoe to the telephone, and summoned the immediate aid of London's noble fire brigade. Within an hour the gallant band were pouring in on every hand, from Putney, Hackney Downs and Bow, with courage high and hearts aglow. They galloped, roaring, through the town. Matilda's house is burning down! Inspired by British cheers and loud proceeding from the frenzied crowd, they ran their ladders through a score of windows on the ballroom floor, and took peculiar pains to souse the pictures up and down the house, until Matilda's art succeeded in showing them they were not needed, and even then she had to pay to get the men to go away. It happened that a few weeks later her aunt was off to the theatre, lovely rhyme there, to see that interesting play, The Second Mrs. Tanqueray. She had refused to take her niece to hear this entertaining piece, a deprivation just and wise to punish her for telling lies. That night a fire did break out. You should have heard Matilda shout. You should have heard her scream and bawl and throw the window up and call to people passing in the street, the rapidly increasing heat encouraging her to obtain their confidence, but all in vain. For every time she shouted fire, they only answered little liar, and therefore, when her aunt returned, Matilda and the house were burned. I love it. I love Hilaire Velloc's cautionary tales. The one that I was looking for was the boy who gets eaten at the zoo. But yeah, absolutely love them. You know, you can't beat them. Track them down. Read them to your children. 50p for each of those. That is a beautiful find, and I have missed so much chat. Let's scroll back up. There we go. That's where I was. Good morning, Julie Curry. Lex says are weird. They weren't weird. Went for £60 each. Catherine's never ever found a folio. Lex says they look very nice on a shelf. Shut up, Lex. Good morning, Phoebe. Sparrows says I find folio editions, but whenever I check, they aren't worth very much. You have to increase the prices yourself, and we'll all drive the prices up. Kelly says, explain to a non-bookie person what makes a book a folio book. Folio is the publisher. They are published by the Folio Society. They are always beautiful editions in a hardback slipcase, a hardcover slipcase, and yeah, they're really nice collector's editions of classic books. And Lex says it says folio on it for a start, which is true. They do say folio on it. Claire says, what did Aunt do to his thumb? He was chopping wood and did not move his thumb out of the way. So he chopped his thumb. Good morning, Sazguest. Oh, and Kath says the Folio Society is the public. All very top quality printing illustrations. Also have a slipcase to protect them. Thank you, Kath. If I'd read that, I could have not bothered saying it. I couldn't get there in time. Where am I? Kath says, just like Tom Hardy on CBeebies. I somehow think that Tom Hardy is more attractive than I. I don't seem to be getting the fan mail that he gets. And Carmen says, don't tell lies, kids. You see, that's why they're called cautionary tales. They are hilarious. So I said, have you considered becoming an audiobook voice artist? I can't do different accents. One of the things about being an audiobook, is if you read a novel, then you need to give everybody different voices. And I can't do different voices. And if I did, I wouldn't remember which ones I'd done. Let me see if I can sharpen that back up again. Is that sharper? I could do narration, but I couldn't read novels. Lainey says when she gets her poems on audiobook, she'll employ me to read them. Thank you. I'll do that for you. Nia's in. Good morning, Nia. I've also got the Miss Marple folio in my collection as well. Sparrow's End, yeah. Why don't I call it Sparrow? Mel. Change your name to Mel. It's ridiculous. Good morning, Jess. He says, very late again. Claire says, ouch, was that about Anthony chopping his thumb? Oh, and Nia says, just want to say thank you for the Starbucks mug. I love it. You're very welcome. I think, I've got another one in stock somewhere if you want the pair. Where have I? Maybe I've sold them both. No, I think it's still there. Okay, so having done story time with Carla, they were 50p each, and I'm really, really pleased to have found them. I don't know what I'll get for them. Like Mel says, they vary in value, but they're a lovely thing to own anyway. Mix in. Hi, Mick. Mick says, good afternoon, Sleeping Beauty. I wasn't asleep. I've been out and about. Lainey says, did you hear Andrew read my poem? It was very different. I haven't heard Andrew read your poem, no. Steve says, hi, Carla. I'm working on your next tattoo. It's veiny. Where's that gone? What do you mean it's veiny? I find that very worrying. Is it a penis by any chance? I'm not having a tattoo penis. I'm not doing it. A penis tattoo. That's not happening. Okay. 3 for £1 on these little bits of jewellery. No doubt Lex will tell me they're all absolute good. So I've got a little M, and the reason I picked up the M was because I thought the chain might be silver, but having looked at it now, I don't think it is. So I think it's just a tin M of the kind that you might pick up in Primark or whatever. I don't think that's a silver chain. Ho hum. I got a little pill box, which says on it, Paignton and Dartmoor Steam Railway. You guys probably can't see that, can you? You have to trust me, it does. It's got a picture of a steam train, and it is literally just a little pill box. There we go. And I got this unusual wooden beaded monstrosity, which I managed to get tangled on my way home. So that's a massive, very light wooden bead in the middle there, with a revolting bronze-coloured framework, and then wooden beads all up and down the chain as well. Isn't that awful? Where's the flipping camera? There it is. Oh, horrible. It was 40p. 3 for £1, Lex, yeah. 3 for £1. I think that's vile, so it's probably worth nothing. It's probably worth less than £1. Lex will tell me now. She always does. You can always rely on Lex to destroy my dreams. Sorry, I've got hiccups. Hi, Lisa Cotton. Excuse the hiccups. And the burp. Sorry, excuse the burp. Lovely. Burping live on air. Class. Absolute class. Lex says it's gross. Well done, lol. It was ugly, so I bought it. That's how you operate. This is an Ola-Keely coffee jar. I paid £1 for that. I should get 6 to 8 usually go for. They go for more if you can get the set free. Set of 3? Set of 3, obviously. Mick says, hi, Sue. I've got a uniform for your meet and greet at Hitchin next week. What kind of uniform? We're not supposed to be... Are we all supposed to be going in uniform? What have I missed? I got an auto lock for £1. I got there just before Anthony was just about reaching his arm out for it, and I grabbed it. I haven't even taken out the box. In fairness, it could be anything in the box. Might not be the auto lock at all. No, it is. It is the auto lock, and the instructions are there, and the keys are there, and it doesn't look like it's been used, if I'm honest. So I don't know. I do all right on stop locks, but I don't think I've had a boxed auto lock before. Oh, there's a random Allen key and a magnet in there as well. Whatever next. Cass says Sue's on the door as a hugger and greeter. Sue says, look at you buying jewellery. I could have sent you a box full of vile stuff. Well, send me a box full of vile. Bring me a box full of vile stuff to Hitchin, Sue. I only buy the ugly stuff because I believe Lex when she tells me ugly sells. Fandria says, I have a set of those Ola-Keely jars, but can I buggery find where I put them? They're just there, look, Fandria, there, behind you. Imagine if they were. You'd be like, oh, she can see. Camera's gone a bit weird again, isn't it? There we go. I'm back in. Mel says, I have sold another pair of bracelets today, so we'll not complain about the horrible things. I got an Octonauts gup. I don't know which gup it is. I never know which gup's which. Sue probably knows. Sue, do you know which gup I've got? Is Sue still there? Sue might be off birthdaying by now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one it is. I've got such a massive quantity of Octonaut stuff in the loft, and I need to get it all down and put it on as a bundle, list it as a bundle in time for Christmas. And I'm not going to at this rate, am I? I need to pull my finger out. But I paid £1 for my gup, so I was quite pleased with that. There we go. I don't know which gup it is. It's got a load of random stickers on as well, so it's going to require a bit of cleanup. Lex says ugly sells sometimes. And then I got clothing, 3 for £1, and it's plus size, so I know I didn't need clothing. I know I didn't. But even so, when it's when they're practically giving it away, somebody's cut the label out of this one, but I think it's yours clothing. Let me find the care label. Oh no, it's Matalan, tell you like Matalan. So Matalan maxi dress, jersey maxi dress. Maybe this one's the yours one. Slightly damp because it was very, very damp at the car boot sale this morning. This one's yours clothing. Yours clothing, Jersey Maxi. I think they're 22 or something like that. Bear in mind these were 3 for £1. That dress alone should get me easily 15. So, Christmas T-shirt. It says Noel. Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of Israel. Funny the things you remember. I haven't sung that carol for years. This one's Evans. Size 22. Bit of a gold diagonal thing going on there, so that might go nicely for Christmas. You can't see the glitter, but it's there, honestly. Everybody's gone to sleep now because I'm doing clothes. Everybody's dozed off. A pair of pajamas, which I didn't actually want, but the lady kind of like looked disappointed when I didn't want them, so I bought them anyway. Bear in mind it was 3 for £1, and these 2 counted as one of the 3. So they are brand new, quite nice pajamas from Tesco. Becca Feduke, look at me, listening to Zahira learning how to pronounce your surname. Becca Feduke says, hello people, hello Carla, being late allows me to catch you live for once. Well, there you go, see, that'll tell Sam and Mel for telling me off for being late. See, I was late for you, Becca. And a pair of shorts. Oh no, it's a skirt. Tell a lie, it's a denim skirt. I'm pleased about a skirt. It's a denim skirt in a size 20. It's only papaya, which I think that's Matalan again, isn't it, papaya? But yeah, so that went in 3 for £1. And then I got a huge pile of swimwear for £3 from the same lady. So it's that's an M&S bottom in a 22. So all I need to do now is find the M&S top to go with it if I have it. That is a polka dot tankini top. I don't know what size that is. Sorry, I just realised you guys can't see. That's a one piece, isn't it? Yeah, one piece. It's all plus size. I do really well with swimwear anyway, and I do really well with plus size swimwear. So beach to beach, that's a 28. That might fit me, but it's a bit overly floral for me. I'm not overly floral. Hi, Ashley. That's a bandeau top. That's the bottom half of that overly beachy thing, isn't it? Or is it? No, is that a different print? No, I don't know. I don't bloody know. Don't expect me to know stuff. It was gold and black, yeah. Gold and black striped, Betsy. That's another one piece. Halter neck, tie halter neck. That is a size 22. And then another polka dot halter neck top, the same as the one that's in the packaging, just no bottoms to go with. Claire says we can't see him. I'm not showing it properly. So it's because the bloody camera's not where I think it is. I need to hold it right in front of my face. Sorry, I'm useless, aren't I? I can't get on with this new camera at all. That's another one piece. That was a skirted one. Skirted, always good. If you get skirted plus size swimming costumes, you are cooking with gas. Unfortunately, that one's got the size label out, so I'll have to make that up as I go along. Oh, itchy nose. Hi, Libby. Hello, Ruble. You all right? Another pair of bottoms. They seem smaller. They're only a triple XL, which, you know, in Chinese sizes means slightly bigger than an 8. And a purple polka dot one piece. So all of that, £3. There's a lot of money there for my £3. I'm sure. Oh God, it's still coming. There's still more. There's still more of it. Yeah, definitely profit in there. There's a cover up, a beach cover up from No Secret. I don't think I've heard of No Secret. That's brand new with its tags. And then there's another, what's that? Is that a bandeau top? Oh God, no, that's a one piece and it's inside out, just to confuse me. Stripy one piece. That's from Evans. That's a 22 from Evans. And then a large top, 22 from F&F. So yeah, all of that for £3. There's money. There's money there, definitely. And then finally, fill a bag. And my fill a bag was £2 this morning. At the point of filling the bag, I had a pounding headache, and it's gone now. But bending down and rummaging the bags was not my idea of fun this morning. So there's not a huge amount in the filler bag. But even so, for £2, I've got something I can't pick up. I've got an Easy Yo. I've sold hundreds of Easy Yos in the past. They go for 8 to 10, and it's got its instructions, which is a nice extra tip there. So yeah, 8 to 10 on the Easy Yo. So that'll pay for the rest of the bag on its own. Big bag of curtain rings, and these are large ones for a wide pole, so that's nice. They're in the kind of dark oak colour, and it's a huge bag, so they should do well. Random pair of trousers that I threw in because they were 20 touches. A skirt, Bon Marché skirt, threw in because I was filling the bag. Anyway. What the heck's this? Oh, raffle tickets. I didn't know if Nick and Andrea might need raffle tickets for hitching, and so as I was filling a bag, I filled the bag with them. So if you do need raffle tickets, Nick and Andrea, don't go and buy any. I'm sorry, did somebody ask what's an Easy Yo? It is a yogurt maker, yeah, sorry. I've lost track of my chat, haven't I? Yes, Martino, I've got more Joe Browns than I can shake a stick at, and it's not shifting at the moment. I don't think Josh went, Lex. I don't think Josh went. Hi, Chris Tyler. Hi, Mark Walsh. Haven't seen you for a while. How did the move go? I'm sorry if I've missed anyone, by the way. If anyone's come in and I haven't seen you, good morning. Nice to see you. I'm sorry that I missed your entrance. And still in my filler bag for £2. 2 of these penguin. What does it say? Penguin Read More. They're the classic penguin book cover mugs. So I've got A Rear of One's Own, Virginia Woolf, and Man and Superman, Bernard Shaw. And I don't know about resale value. There's quite a bit of fading. Where's my camera? Quite a bit of fading, but I don't know if they come like that. Because that looks as though it might be how they are. Does anybody own these mugs and could answer? If not, I'll have to go and find pictures. Paul Calvert says, hi, I've not been here in a while. You're normally live while I'm still at the car boot. I'm late this morning, Paul, but it's nice to see you. Nice to see you. Well, I don't need these, Andrea, so I'll bring them along anyway. They're free, obviously. I just thought as I was filling a bag, I might as well chuck them in. I've got Maureen Lipman. Now, has anybody read the Maureen Lipman books? They're really funny. She's a very, very funny writer. They're all autobiographical. This is an audio book on cassette, and whether there's any value in it, I don't know. But I chucked it in because I was filling my bag. So Kath says she thinks the colour's more solid, and that's dishwasher damage. Yeah, so there might not be very much value there. Hi, Sandy Beach. Mark says, I've still got boxes everywhere. I closed my toy shop, so I've even more, but still got every day buying more. We all have that problem, Mark. We all have that little issue. Yeah, so there may not be a lot of value in the mugs, Kath, because of the dishwasher damage, but I also chucked into the bag another unpleasant wooden beaded thing. I can't even work out. Oh, it's because it's hooked in the wrong place. It's a very long beaded necklace with an adjustable doobry, an adjustable doodah. Oh God, I can't get that. I've done it up and I can't undo it now. Anyway, it's another wooden beaded monstrosity. So I chucked that into my filler bag. Chris Tyler says that's one hell of a mug tree behind it. I know, mate, I know. It's terrifying when the dogs bump into it, believe me, or when Josh bumps into it, as the case may be. Joe says, as Julian Clary says, I like a warm hand on my entrance. Love Maureen Lipman. If you haven't read her books, they're definitely worth a read. Lisa J says, Maureen Lipman has revived her BT advert character to have a right political rant. I haven't seen that. Paul says, don't you get up early for car boots? Not quite as early in the winter. There's only one in the winter. In the summer, I get up early because I do both. But there's only one on in the winter, and it's cold and damp, and I don't feel like getting up quite so early. So I go about 9 o'clock on the winter mornings. And also, I don't really have that. I need to get there early to get the good stuff because I buy such a random, assorted pile of shite that I can buy piles of shite at any time of day. I don't have to get there early for that. I've never suffered with that what have I missed thing. You know, I suffer with what if I missed if I haven't gone, but I've never suffered with what could I have got if I was here earlier. That's never bothered me. I'm not listening to you, Lexilicious. You're horrible. And the thing that was worth the entire filler bag is the Joseph knife rack that goes in your drawer. So I don't happen to have any knives hanging around to show. Can I show you with a scissor? Just about. So it goes in your cutlery drawer, and all your knives, all your cutlery sits in it like that. Saves it. It's a space-saving cutlery tray, and because it's Joseph, it will easily pay for the rest of the bag. And also because Mrs. Hinch has got one, so that increased their popularity massively as soon as Mrs. Hinch went and bought one. And of course, a free bag, because you always get a free bag when you do fill a bag. So that's the lot. Let me just get back on my chair because I'm sliding off. Lisa says she likes the knife rack. Mark says, I try not to buy mugs anymore unless I buy a set that I split. I keep telling myself I don't buy mugs anymore. The mug trade begs to differ. Mug tree begs to differ. Although I've sold a lot recently. I reduced all my prices on my mugs. I decided I had ridiculous quantity. They weren't selling. So I cut all the prices by 40% and I've sold a huge number. So yeah, the mug tree is... At one point I had more mugs than I had tree. So even though that tree holds 4, 8, 12... It holds at least 12 or 13 per rack. And there's 5 racks, so it holds minimum of 60. I'd say it holds between 60 and 80 to be fair. And even though it holds that many, at one point I had more mugs than I had tree. So yeah, I have sold a lot off and cut down considerably. They're going down slowly but surely. Good morning, Julie. Paul says, what tat have you all sold? Oh, but I can't speak. Paul says, what tat have you all sold this month? I've sold a shit ton of board games this month. It is Q4, mate. That's when your board games start running out the door. I don't really sell board games, so it hasn't affected me. I'm sold a proper eclectic mix of stuff. Clothing's slow at the moment, but then it always is at this time of year. People don't buy second-hand clothing for Christmas presents very often. But everything else is moving along, ticking along. Yeah. It's all going okay. It's all going okay, but I'm aggressively reducing a lot of my prices at the moment. Bringing the stuff home from the office brought it home to me just how much stuff that I have. What I realised when I was bringing it home is that some of it went to the office a year ago and has lived in the office for a year and then come back. So that's been listed for well over a year, and it's moved in and it's moved out again. So I am violently repricing. I'm going through and hacking prices to clear some of it through. But obviously, I'm also still going out and buying a shitload more. So, Lex, what are you fannying about? Mrs. Carroll has listed her Christmas jumpers this week. I've been watching you listing those on Instagram, actually. My box of Christmas jumpers is still in the loft. I'm not sure where it is, and I don't think they're going to go on this year. I honestly think they might not go on until next Christmas now, which is annoying, but I don't think I'm going to get them on in time. I really don't. Saz Gesser says she's been selling vintage home stuff, mainly women's clothes have slowed right down. Yep, time of year. Mark says, when I buy a banana box of china for my auction, that is 500 metres away for £1. I sell everything cheap now. I bet you're loving the new home if you've got an auction house 500 metres away. I hope the move went okay. I know you weren't looking forward to it. And I don't mean you weren't looking forward to a new home, but you weren't looking forward to the actual move, where you were moving all that stuff. And I wouldn't want to now, having moved all my stuff back home again. Like I said, it just brings it home to you just how much you've got. Karen says, you can, Carl. I'll list my bags if you list the jumpers. It's not so much that I need the motivation to do it, Karen. It's that I can't find them. They are in the loft. The loft is an absolute shambles. All of Anthony's stuff is up there because obviously when he moved into the van, most of his stuff didn't go with him. So all of Anthony's stuff is up there. There is random stock up there in assorted places. All the Christmas stuff is up there. There's a whole load of vintage stock that I was given that I've avoided dealing with because I'm scared of it. There's a lot of stuff in my loft and I don't know where the Christmas jumpers are. I have to go up there to find the Octonauts. So while I'm up there, I will look for the Christmas jumpers, and if I find them, I'll get them down. But I'm not prepared to break my neck to find them. Jason Entwistle said he sold 3 VHS players yesterday. He's got to pack them today. My mother's talking about throwing her video away, and I was like, no, you don't. I'll have that. Hi, Stephen Bennett. Stephen Bennett says, did I miss much? And the answer is all of it. You missed all of the haul, mate. It's all done. Karen, you can't send Anthony up there, A, because he's gone out, and B, because he's got a knackered thumb. So I can't send him in the loft either. Oh, look at my fringe. Didn't do it. There we go. So yeah, so that's my haul. I must get somebody's put some more panther on my tattoo as well. Sorry, talking to myself. I don't know what the rest. The monocle says I'm going to come round and raid your loft. Lex has already had a bit of a raid up there and taken some of it. I lost my thread. Yeah, I need to deal with all this, put a lot of it away. I probably won't list the swimwear in a hurry. I will probably bag the swimwear up and list it in the spring now. But I will put all the bric-a-brac. I'm going to list the bric-a-brac today. I've got some Christmas presents that I need to... And that's another thing I need to go in the loft for, because all the Christmas wrapping paper is in the loft. So I've got to go up there for that. But I've got enough going on down here to keep me busy for now. And I'm going to have a nap this afternoon because I had a terrible night's sleep. Kelly's off for an afternoon nap. So yeah, I'm going for a nap. Good idea, Kelly. I'll see you in bed in a bit, love. Night, Kel. Okay. Paul Calvert, there's an interesting question. He says, I've seen people who are full-time with only 200 listings and some with over 1,000. Does anyone else think more listing means more turnover? It very much depends what you sell. If all of your items are £400 or more, then you could make a full-time income with only having 10 listed, couldn't you? But certainly we believe, I sound like a cult, we believe, certainly myself and most of the people I talk to believe that continual listing increases your turnover, not just because you have more listings to sell, but because the constant activity on your account makes the algorithm happy and it brings you up higher in search listings. So that's one of the reasons people keep on growing their stores, is because we keep listing to keep the algorithm happy. But it's not necessarily a case of the more you have, the more money you will make, because obviously it depends what you sell. Lex says, I'll bag the swimwear, pack it away, and consider listing it next year, but it won't happen. That's not true, Lex. I will list the swimwear. I am just still working through the chaos here. So out for you, all your listings are 2 inches wide, all of your stock. All sits in little grippy bags. Mark says, I'm loving a new home. It's a crazy move. Filled the house completely and then filled a 20-foot container since I've been here, but charity shops are a lot more pricey. I thought you'd moved up north. I thought they would have been cheaper up there. Chris says, O2 offered me £10 for my old mobile. I just sold it on eBay for £35. Do you know what? The recycling phone people have got very, very tight with their offers. Chris B says, Paul Calvert, one shop I have around 300 items. Second store has average 100 and 150. Peter Ray's off to do his photographs. Becca says, if I have nothing to list, I revise 1 to 30 or 131. 1/30th or 131 of my listings each day to keep activity going. Is that a third or something? Or whatever? Cass says, Lex, when did you become Carla's mother? She does nag me. She's horrible. And yeah, Kelly says swimwear will sell well for the January new year, new me crowd. That's a good point. When everybody goes off and joins a gym in January and then wants to go swimming, that's a very good point. I didn't mean I wouldn't bag it ever. I just meant I won't sell it right. I won't list it right now. I'm very tired. I've just discovered I'm not actually speaking in sentences. I had a terrible, terrible night's sleep. You couldn't even call it a night's sleep. A terrible night's tossing and turning. So yeah, I'm going to have a nap this afternoon. So that's my plan. My plan for the afternoon is put this stuff away, apart from what I'm going to list. Put the stuff that I'm going to leave the stuff that I'm going to list out on the desk. Norfolk, you've moved to. And then I'm going to go for a nap and then hopefully wake up feeling a bit more functional. Get at least 20 listings done this afternoon. I get my parcels done because I'm out early in the morning. I'd like my parcels to be ready to go with me rather than leaving it till tomorrow morning. So that's how the plan is. I've just realised that she's always flipping Mandy is not in this morning. I hope you're okay, Mandy, if you're watching this later. I hope everything's all right. Mrs. Carroll says, I've had some men's swim shorts on all summer and they're suddenly sold this week. Oh, Becca says it depends how many days each month. So if there's 30 listings in November, 1 listing each day. I see what you mean, yeah. I always buy new pillows, Claire. Always, I buy new pillows regularly in the hopes that I'll get it right. It's more sharing the bed with two dogs and not having enough room. I think is part of the problem. And I get to sleep at a funny angle, and yeah, bleh. That's just the way the light caught it, I think. Carmen says Lex is a bossy mare. There's going to be a fight in the chat any minute now. Okay, I've been on 45 minutes, which is probably quite long enough for you people on a Sunday. You probably had enough. I'm going to start yawning now. So yeah, I'm going to tidy up, put aside what I'm going to list this afternoon, go and have a nap, come back, do my listings, do my parcels, and that's probably Sunday over with, isn't it? I'll probably deal with Sunday just like that. And then tomorrow, I take parcels and one of them over to my mum's to help her with a few more admin things. So there's still companies we need to ring. There's still some of her finances that we're still untangling and trying to sort out. So that's tomorrow. Tuesday, I feel like I forgot. Oh, I think I might be going to the cinema Tuesday with Debbie, but that'll be in the evening. Wednesday, Molly's going to the vet. Thursday, I don't know what's happening. Then Friday, I'm off to Hitchin. Woo! Whoop, whoop. Lex having a chicken dinner later. You can bring me one. Karen says, will I be live from Hitchin next week? I don't know. Possibly. We did do a live from Hitchin last time, didn't we? So maybe there might be a brief live in the morning. It depends on whether we can find any Wi-Fi, I think. Lisa says, how is the new eBay room layout working so far? It's okay. I moved the desk around. It wasn't working at first, but I moved the desk around and that improved it. You're sending a table to America, you lunatic. So yeah, it's okay. There's still some stuff that I don't have homes for. There's still a bit of replanning. There's a hello, Mooble. There's still a Mooble. There's still a bit of replanning that I need to do. Hiya. Hiya, you okay? I love you. You been a good girl? I love you very much. Yes, there's still some resorting, reorganizing to do, but yeah, it's working out okay. She's really hurting. Okay, everybody's off. Everybody's saying goodbye. Oh, Jesse's off to Longleat next Saturday. Hope it stays dry for you, mate. Okay, you finished? You're not finished. You're just going to break my arm? I kind of need that arm. That's the arm I hold you with when we go out. You won't be able to hold the lead, and then you won't be able to go out. You have to stay home forever. Threats don't work. Threats don't work with this dog. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, right. Kath says, have a great time at Hitchin. All of you are going. It's my son's birthday, so I'll see you. Oh, no, you're not coming, Kath. I didn't realise. Molly, you're hurting, love. You're hurting. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so the off-the-shoulderness, by the way, is because my bra strap sits where my bloody tattoo is, and it was annoying me. That's why I'm not just being saucy. Chris says it seems lots are going to Hitchin on Friday. I might. Okay. Well, I don't know quite what everybody's plans are, but yes, definitely some of us are going up on the Friday. And now I can't close the chat now because Lex and Jesse are having a lovely chat. I am going to close the chat. You'll have to have a lovely chat elsewhere. I will set up a book swap Facebook group this afternoon when I get back up from my nap. I will. And then you can all go and search it, however. Maybe I might put a little video out telling you the name of it or something, or I don't really know. Anyway, everybody have a lovely afternoon. Everybody have a lovely week. I'm looking forward to seeing lots of you next week at Hitchin. And in the meantime, if you can't be good, be careful. That's all I've got. That's all I've got. Nothing more. Have a lovely day. Take care, everybody. Bye. How do I get out? Can't get out. End broadcast. End broadcast.